A lot of times like $20, $30 is gonna make a huge difference. For example, the amplifier costs like $100. If you spend $20, you're gonna get much better amplifier, much stronger amplifier. You'll think, oh, I'm supposed to get that amplifier. I'm supposed to add $20, $30, and I will be enjoyed. So you're not gonna be happy, so you're gonna spend twice. So how are you gonna choose yourself without the Mike Angel suggestions, right? Welcome back to Mike's channel. If you didn't watch my other videos, I did so many videos about the car audios, electronics, all that stuff, right? The most asked comment, if my editor's gonna put it all the comments around here, it's gonna be well, or you have to trust me on that one, right? I did a side-by-side, a lot of speakers, amplifiers, all that stuff, and I have tested those companies, like some of them big names, some of them expensive, some of them cheap, but they're very good sounding, or expensive, but the bad sounding, all that stuff, right? So the comments are, Mike, what amplifier you suggest to me? But I don't know, do you have an airplane, you have a boat, you have the motorcycle, where do you want to install the amplifiers? I don't know, so I cannot say. The second one is, I have 2020 Subaru something, what the amplifier best for me? The Mike, please suggest me all that stuff. In the Instagram, I have only like 1,000 followers, and the most active is Instagram. A lot of guys are asking there, hey Mike, I have this setup, this kind of vehicle, what the amplifier is the best? So I don't know the situation. Each setup is a different. So some of them, they lay out just the speakers, like I have a 4 speakers, I have a certain speakers. It's a lot easier to me to build the amplifier for you. So how are you gonna choose yourself without the Mike Angel suggestions, right? The specs are good, but I proved so many times the specs are all the advertising. Some amplifiers is a very good spec, but when you put the side by side, they don't even match to the specs, right? So how are you gonna choose? You're gonna take the speaker, right? And you're gonna look not the maximum power, all that stuff. Maximum power is the burst power, when you just give the power before the speaker dies. And a lot of times you're gonna be careful. They rate with the pair speakers, because they sell the pair speakers. So they say 400 watts, 800 watt maximum power, right? Forget about that. Mostly Pioneer speakers, they don't handle like 50 watts, but they put the like 800 watts, the maximum power, all that stuff. What do you have to look? The RMS power. If they're giving the maximum power per speaker, then it's a lot easier. Sometimes it combines if you the speaker sets on the 2. So RMS power, either is a per speaker or it's going to be the pair speaker. So you have to find out that. So now all the amplifiers, to get the clean sound, you're gonna run them like around 90% volume or 80% volume. Some amplifiers, they want on the higher power, it's gonna get like the distortion, right? So again, you have to think how you run. You want to listen to music. A lot of time you want to pump a lot of times the higher. Those amplifiers, they give you the power output at the 14 volts when your engine is running healthy and the battery is fully charged, right? A lot of times you're sitting down or the motor is idling, so your voltage is gonna drop to the 13 volts, right? Even the 12.7, you're gonna sometimes see it voltage is drop. That amplifier is not putting a lot of power, or you cannot even put the rated power. So what are you gonna do? For example, you have a 1 speaker, 50 watt RMS power. You try to buy the amplifier, because the good amplifier is gonna be expensive. The powerful amplifier is gonna be even expensive. So you have to buy the amplifier. For example, you have 2 speakers. You wanna just replace, buy some kind of Timpano audio or the Stetsom, right? I put the links in the description. The small amplifiers, and they go from 8 ohm to all the way to the 2 ohms, right? So small amplifier is going to be more than enough for the 4 or 8 speakers. If you're running the subwoofers, then depending on the speakers, you can cut those speakers, the bass, so you can get the louder sound. So those amplifiers, for example, at the 12 watts, they're not going to give you the 50 watts RMS power if you do cheap amplifiers, right? So try to spend a little bit more money. A lot of times, like $20, $30 is going to make a huge difference. For example, the amplifier costs like $100. If you spend $20, you're going to get much better amplifier, much stronger amplifier. But you want to save a little bit money, but the entire time you will listen to those one amplifiers, you will think, oh, I'm supposed to get that amplifier. I'm supposed to add $20, $30, and I will be enjoyed. So you're not going to be happy, so you're going to spend twice. So be careful on that. So amplifiers, RMS power has to be the match for the speakers, right? So it's another question is a lot of guys asking, hey Mike, I have a speaker, 16.5 speaker, I want to add tweeter, so the tweeter is going to be like another 4 ohm, right? Well, what's going to happen? Many situations, a lot of guys say, oh, if you're adding the tweeters, you have to boost the amplifier, all that stuff. No, if you have an amplifier healthy, puts 50 watts RMS power, and you have a 50 watt RMS speaker, you can add any good like 1.5 inch tweeters. You're not gonna feel, you're not gonna lose any power, but you're gonna add quality. So don't hesitate to add like for the per speaker, one tweeter or 4 tweeters per, for the different channels, you're not gonna have any issues. So my suggestion now, if you have a 50 watt RMS power speaker, please buy the amplifier at least puts up 65 watt, the RMS power. A lot of times you need the 65 watt RMS amplifier to run the speakers, right? So again, if you're buying a good amplifier, you have an older speaker, or you don't want to spend any money, so you can get any amplifier like that puts up even the 45 watt RMS power or 30 watt RMS power. It's gonna sound way better than any upgraded sound system on the vehicles, right? The buying amplifier is amplified because it's expensive. What I suggest to you, buy a little bit bigger amplifier. So when you switch those amplifiers, you install the amplifiers, run the cable, you buy the subwoofer, all that stuff. When you play, you will enjoy it, right? And at that time, you will understand you can get even better because you spend only $200 and you get the, the huge sound difference. Now you want to upgrade the bigger speaker, add some more speakers, back speakers, you want to add all that stuff, right? So at that time, you're not going to buy twice and you're not going to close yourself. So the Skar Audio is very, very good amplifiers they make. I put the links for the bunch of amplifiers, for the 4-channel, 5-channel amplifiers. They are good. Next videos, I'm gonna do the AB amplifier, digital amplifier, all that stuff. So which one is gonna be good? So you look the RMS power, you match the RMS power. Amplifier is always better more powerful than your speakers. So speakers is your car, amplifier is your motor, right? So more stronger turbocharged, supercharged motors, you can add a lot of stuff later on. All right, now you have the speakers, you have amplifier. Now you have to decide which car and what the cars, right? Just to get to all the cars, you can get very good sound. So you have a sound deadening on the vehicles, and the installation speaker, the ring, the foam. A lot of times the people is like skipping the speakers. They're gonna give you like 5 or 10%, but you will hear the difference when you install those foam surroundings, because a lot of vehicles, the speaker locations are not the greatest, right? So sound deadening, even you buy it from the Home Depot, the cheap ones, you can install it like just to clean the doors, and you can install those, and you will hear big difference. So yeah, any vehicles you have, you can install amplifiers, small 4-channel amplifiers, any this kind of Timpano audio. I test all the time, like small amplifiers. Those are like around $70, $80. They're gonna give you huge sound difference when you install them, right? So try to get smaller, but if you have a little bit extra cash, stop spending on the Starbucks and buy those amplifiers, add a little bit money, get the better amplifiers, and you will be enjoying the sound quality, and later on you have room to upgrade. Hope this video helps you guys, and I'll also in the next video. Definitely comment below what do you guys think, what kind of questions you have. Definitely I'm gonna do Q&A video like this. I'm out.